It's been the home of the Orioles since 1991, and there's a good look at beautiful Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Game number 3 of this new season between the Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys, no question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Now taking the field, welcome your 2015 Baltimore Orioles.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's bring in a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Toronto Blue Jays, as their order will read like this. They'll square off against the former Mustang from San Marin High School in Novato, California, right-hander Bud Norris. And defensively, the Orioles look like this. First pitch forthcoming as Jose Reyes is set to go. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul.
First pitch, 3-0.
Now here it comes. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the pitch. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Well, these Orioles entering play today, Eric Karros, come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
And the thing about baseball is that each new day brings a new opportunity. So we'll see if these guys are up to the task here.
Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. Jones will take care of this one, and Reyes is retired to open up the ballgame. A look here at the scouting report as we'll show you what to expect moving forward from the 30-year-old right-hander.
Martin.
Russell Martin will step in for the first time, and as you can see, not the fastest of starts for him this first week of the season. Now the first pitch. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Around first, digging for two now. The throw into second, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. Once this gets down the line, he's thinking two right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. For Martin, that's his first double of the year here on the young campaign. Runner at second here with one man out. The 1-0 pitch. And that's off his leg on the mound. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Edwin Encarnacion will get his first shot here, trying to come through with two away and a runner at third. Here's the first offering. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And this is maybe not a pitch around situation, but you need to be real careful with a guy like this and two away.
The next pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
1-1 now to Encarnacion. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
The 1-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And with 2 outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Well, don't let them score on a wild pitch.
Here comes a 2-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for Toronto. Jays 0. O's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And there you see how Buck Showalter's Orioles will line things up. And they'll have a tough matchup indeed as they'll settle in against the owner of both a no-hitter and a perfect game, the veteran left-hander Mark Buehrle. Behind him defensively, the Blue Jays take the field like so. Alejandro De Aza will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
For the Orioles, left fielder, Alejandro De Aza.
First pitch here is popped a mile high into the air. This is way up there, but playable on the infield. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. Now, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And standing in now, the third baseman, Manny Machado. First pitch on its way from Burley. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And Eric, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Yeah, he gives this ball a pretty good ride out there, and I don't think he was going to be thinking about 3 anyway, but you see the ball pop up and over the wall, so he'll stop at second with the ground rule double.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit well out toward left field. Oh, and he misses it. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
Oh, this one really hurts. You don't mind seeing this quite as much with the bases empty, but this one's going to cost them a run.
Here's Chris Davis now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking, I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
Comes set, now the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The 0-2 once again from Burley. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. They had him perfectly set up for the fastball in. They worked the outer part of the plate for 3 straight pitches, and then they bust that fastball right on the inside corner to get the strikeout.
Into the box, Delman Young. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
He's set, now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And it's a foul ball. He's set, now the pitch. Taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. Bautista is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Orioles settle for 1. Second inning upcoming from Baltimore. Baltimore's out in front, 1-0. Josh Donaldson will dig in now, named the starter at third base for last season's American League All-Star squad.
Josh Donaldson.
First offering on the way. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Throw sails a bit, but Davis is able to get up there to record the out.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter,
Deoner Navarro will take his cuts now. Now here's the first pitch. Changeup called strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now the pitch. And they lock him up here as this is on the ground to the right side. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Kevin Pillar will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. Now the first pitch. Fouled back. Here it comes. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Yeah, not a real good effort there. That pitch was never going to be a strike.
Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. And now a pitch on the way. And a swing and a miss as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They still trail 1-0. Steve Pearce will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Right fielder, Steve Pearce.
First pitch coming. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Now here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. And Reyes will take this one for the first out.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
Pitch on the way. Here's a swing, and he didn't quite get all of this as it's sent out to Batista and right. And there's the second out of the inning.
Batting 8.
Caleb Joseph will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. First pitch coming. A fastball from Burley, strike 1.
Ah, that thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Now here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. The pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Nice work there by the lefty Mark Burley, and his club's keeping it close. It's 1-0. Dalton Pompey is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Center fielder, Dalton Pompey.
Now the pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Here's a 1-0. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Here's the 1-1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Here comes a 1-2. Now a ball hit back up the middle. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and this sails right over Davis's head. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play, and a big mistake there.
Yeah, and at some point, you just have to accept that you're not going to be able to make the play. You got to eat this ball. Stick it in your back pocket. But somehow he thinks he can recover from that bobble and throw it anyway. Now, you know what happens then? That's a big E.
Into the box now, Ryan Goins. And now he squares around and drops down a good one. And the pitcher, in fact, will just take a bite out of this one, an infield single.
And this is a situation now on the mound where you can't worry about how you got into it. You got to worry about how you're going to get out of it. And he's got some work to do now to protect this lead.
Jose Reyes will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
Orioles, go!
Now here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Here's the 1-0. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
With 2 on already, sooner or later, you got to come in with something.
And the more pitches he throws, the more likely it is that this guy's going to be sitting on it.
2-0 home to Reyes. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And the run will come in to score from third as that'll knot things up at 1 apiece.
This team's got plenty of guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but 3 straight singles will do the job as well.
Russell Martin will stand in here. He doubled his first time around. First pitch to him. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Let's go, Baltimore!
The 0-1 home to Martin. Now he squares and drops down a good one. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
You might have thought for a split second there that he was going to go after the lead runner over at third base. But instead, he stops and decides not to risk it and takes that sure out at first.
Let's go, Orioles!
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Second and third here, 1 man out. The 1-0. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Come on, let's hold him!
The 1-1. Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Here now the 2-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Here's the 2-2 offering. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. The 2-2 one more time. Full count now. 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
full count offering on its way. And this is line foul over the Orioles dugout. Payoff pitch one more time. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
It's pretty clear they weren't pitching around him there. Even though he's a big-time run producer, they came right at him, and he couldn't drive either one of those guys in.
Edwin Encarnacion will dig in with a couple of guys in scoring position and a chance to take the lead here in the early going. And here's the first pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. Now the relay home. And he is in to score as well. And they've taken the lead now. It's 3-1. Josh Donaldson will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance, but that'll hit off the wall in left center. And a relay to the plate. And the run will score from second base as they open it up now 4-1.
And these guys hitting 3, 4, 5, they're the ones that are going to have to produce if these guys are going to have any chance of contending this year. He comes through here with a well-struck RBI double.
Standing in now, Deoner Navarro, as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out to right field. Pierce is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Orioles 1. Jonathan Scope makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Scope.
First pitch on the way. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
Let's go, Orioles!
And the pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. The 0-2 once again from Burley. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. And boy, what a battle brewing here as he fouls yet another pitch into the seats. Still stuck on 0-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Now after the 4-run inning, we'll get to see if he approaches things any differently now that he's working with the lead. You know, you figure the approach will be similar, but that's a good job anyway of getting the first out here.
Alejandro De Aza will dig in. He popped out his first time. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt the first pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw in time at first, so a good start to the inning for Burley. 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado will stand in. He doubled and later scored his first time. First pitch coming. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Kevin Pillar will come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Now the first pitch. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Therefore it is Diaz, and he's got it for the first out.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Dalton Pompey will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. On the way. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Ready now on 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Here he comes on 2-1. Swing, hard hit ball to second. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
And he's finding the terrain much easier to navigate this time around. After that 4-run inning, this is a guy who needs a quick inning here, and he's 2/3 of the way home.
Ryan Goins will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Here's the first offering. Swung on and taken the opposite way out toward deep left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Adam Jones will start it off for the Orioles with the ever-dangerous Chris Davis looming in the on-deck circle. First pitch on its way from Burley. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Jones around first, thinking 2 here. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Boy, I'll tell you what, he went down and beat a good pitch right there. This thing is right on the knees, maybe even a little below the knees, but he still went down and got it. And he pulls into second with 2 bases. That is some sweet hit.
Chris Davis will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Now here's the first pitch. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. Bautista is there, 1 away. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
This turns out to be a real heads-up play at second base. Now, you think on a line drive into the outfield that he might be bouncing towards third, hoping to score if this ball drops. But smartly, he goes back to the bag, tags up, and he advances the 90 feet.
Stepping in now, Delman Young, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
1 run, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And Young a little too anxious that time as he's out in front and pulls it into the seats in left. Here's the 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Well, that's a disappointing at-bat right there with one out. He got it airborne all right, but he winds up hitting it straight up in the air, and as a result, he can't pick up that runner from third base.
Here's Steve Pearce now, as he'll swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. Bautista is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Orioles leave one. They trail it 4-1. So it's back to the top of the order now. And stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the first pitch. Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to deep right field. Pierce is there to put this one away, and it's a very quick out to start the fifth.
And there's a look at his pitch count so far. You can see he's already thrown 37 pitches for strikes. That shows me that he's been able to work the zone effectively to this point.
Russell Martin will stand in. Sacrifice bunt his last time. First offering on the way. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. One out, nobody on. The 0-1 home to Martin. A ball hit hard to the left side. And heads up down there as he just had to cover up as this skips right over his head.
Put your defense to work, man.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Jose Bautista will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
I told soda.
First pitch coming. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Four runs, 7 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. The 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Edwin Encarnacion now, as he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. He's ready. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Pause. Now the pitch. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. Throw over to third here, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and with 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do as he bounces this pitch, and that means both runners are going to move up.
Come on, Oak.
1-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
He's ready now. The pitch just does stay alive as this is fouled back. 2-2. And a bouncing ball, foul. The 2-2 coming. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all now for Bud Norris. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Ubaldo Jimenez is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Josh Donaldson will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. First pitch coming. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
From the stretch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Jimenez ready with the 0-2. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Boy, you got to believe he's counting his lucky stars out there on the mound. He's facing one of the best run producers in the game with the bases loaded, and he's able to retire him. He's still not off the hook yet, but at least that'll earn him a big exhale out there.
Deoner Navarro will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Comes set. Now the pitch. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Now the 1-1 home from Jimenez. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Blue Jays strand 3, but they lead it 4-1. J.J. Hardy will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First pitch to him. Right back to it now is Burley as he gets ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch.
Here we go.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here's the lefty's offering on 1-2. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. There to take it in is Donaldson for the first out.
Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Caleb Joseph will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And here's the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
He gets another easy pop-up there, and this is just turning into a walk in the park. It's been a pretty stress-free outing for him so far.
Jonathan Scope will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball in there for a called strike. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Here it comes. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. The 1-1 home. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And heads up down there as he just had to cover up as this skips right over his head.
And they're able to keep the inning alive as you check out the numbers on his performance so far. That's just the third hit he's allowed to this point. He's been pretty much in control the whole way.
Alejandro De Aza will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. First pitch coming. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for the Orioles, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Kevin Pillar will get us going for the Jays here as they start their half of the sixth.
Kevin Pillar.
Now the first pitch from Jimenez. And the sixth inning will start with a swing and a routine ground ball to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, center fielder, Dalton Pompey.
Dalton Pompey will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. First pitch on the way. And now the second pitch is swung on and hit in the air to left. De Aza will wait on it, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Ryan Goins.
Ryan Goins will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Now the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Manny Machado will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Here's the first offering. This is foul right side. Machado now on 0-1. Goes right back to the changeup. Tough pitch back-to-back. It's 0-2 now. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. Again, a 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Now here it comes. And Jones fails to come up with that one as he falls behind here. 0-2 now.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Now here's a bouncing ball sent back up the middle, and it's going to find its way into center, his second hit of the afternoon.
Yeah, that's his second hit so far. He's got 2 of their 4 hits, so at least he's seeing the ball well.
Chris Davis will dig in now. He's struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats. Look from Burley, now the pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Wow, you got to think he got away with one right there. If you're a pitcher and you're pitching to this guy, you cannot live in that location.
Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Comes set, now the pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. A 2-run shot for Chris Davis, as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
When you have a hitter down in the count like that, you got to bury him or at least get him to chase something out of the zone. That pitch is way too hittable, and he pays for it. Just an enormous mistake, and now he's so upset with himself.
Now batting.
In now, Delman Young. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Another example there of a guy chasing after that first pitch and falling behind.
Yeah, and Matt, we've seen it time and time again. It is something that these guys just have to be more aware of. At this point, why would you even throw them a strike on the first pitch?
Young waiting on the 1-1. And And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come as easily for him here in inning number 6.
Well, this is kind of the MO of this lineup. They have a way of just wearing you down. And they're starting to get into some better counts to hit, and that work's paying off.
Now the 3-1 home. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Oh, and he misses it. Around second. He'll try for third. The relay. And he'll get in there safely.
Up next for the Orioles.
I'm not sure if this will wind up being a triple. It really should be a 3-base error. I mean, here it is. He was there in plenty of time. He just winds up with a handful of air. And they are going to hit him with an E. It's well deserved.
Here's Steve Pearce now, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here he knows all he needs is a ground ball to tie this thing up. So that's all he's really shooting for, and he gets it done.
J.J. Hardy will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far. The pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Now here's the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The 0-2 pitch to Hardy. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. 3 runs already home here. Another 0-2 coming. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Fouled back. Another 0-2 home. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Furley gets ready for pitch number 70 here this afternoon. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Come on, guys.
Here he comes on 2-2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Pompey retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Top of the order due up to start the 7th. All even now at 4 apiece. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. It's on to the 7th inning now, but before the inning gets started, let's fill you in on what you may have missed. It's our game summary to this point. Jose Reyes will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Now the first pitch from Jimenez. And this is hit hard on the ground to first. And Davis will win the race to the bag for the putout.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Russell Martin will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Here's the first offering. And the second pitch of the inning is hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
This is exactly what he needed after his guys came back to tie the ball game. He's only 1 out away from a shutdown inning.
Jose Bautista will dig in. He singled his last time around. Now here's the first pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Now here's the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Now the 1-1 home from Jimenez. Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order. This game's all tied at 4. Caleb Joseph will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. First offering on the way. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Seemed to me like the wheels were coming off for this guy a bit in the 6th inning. Any surprise he's back out there for the 7th?
A little. I mean, this deep into a start, that's usually when you say, we'll let the bullpen take care of it from here. Apparently, though, they think he's got something left.
And that'll get through into center, so there's your possible go-ahead run on base now to lead off the inning.
A good sign here to start the home 7th. He finds a pitch to his liking there, and now the go-ahead runs on base to kick off the inning.
Jonathan Scope will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. First pitch on its way from Burley. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going.
Get the runner over!
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Look from Burley, now the pitch. Chopper, foul. From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? The second for 1. On to Encarnacion, and they get them both. A double play.
Up next for the Orioles.
Boy, and this is a tough turn out there at short. You can see him be forced to backhand the ball and then pivot on that right leg and throw against the momentum of his body. Nothing simple about that throw, and that's an easy one to throw right out into right field.
Here's Alejandro De Aza, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe.
Well, you can tell he's trying to work that pitch away, but he might have left that one a little more over the plate than he intended.
Open stance by De Aza. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And the pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
Now the veteran deals on 1-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Score remains tied at 4. Edwin Encarnacion will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
First baseman, Edwin Encarnacion.
First pitch coming. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 1-0. And he couldn't lay off there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and the count comes even now at 1-1.
And that is not good.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Now the 1-2. And he struck him out. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Josh Donaldson will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. Now the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. Now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Pierce is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Deoner Navarro will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1.
And if there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the 1-0. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. Pierce is underneath this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Still all square at 4 apiece. Manny Machado will stand in to lead things off for the Orioles. Adam Jones set to follow. First pitch to him. Now a ball lined towards center field. And there's a base hit. So just like that, the leadoff man's aboard, representing the potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
What a great job of leading off this inning for his teammates. On second base now with a double, with a chance to take the lead late in this ball game. He's pointing into his dugout saying, "Let's go, you guys."
And time will be called here, as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. Adam Jones will dig in, needing to find a way to get that go-ahead run in from second base. Now here's the first pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He's set, now the pitch. And now this is swung on and pulled down the third base line. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. He's set, now the pitch. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. The 0-2 once again from Burley. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Encarnacion is over and he puts it away for the first out.
Well, this is certainly not a situation where you'd expect the guy to be bunting, but you're hoping he can give you a little more than a cover. That hurts in a spot like this.
Chris Davis will step in with a couple of RBIs already and looking for more. Here's the first pitch to him. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Here comes the 1-0. Now a swing by Davis and a ground ball out to second. On to first, and there are 2 down.
That's just a textbook case right here. By not advancing the runner on that previous at-bat, that would have been a run. Instead, now you've got 2 outs and a runner only at third.
Delman Young will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
First pitch coming. Swing and a liner, but foul. He's ready, now the pitch. And Young a little too anxious that time as he's out in front and pulls it into the seats in left. From the belt, the pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here's another 0-2. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And the go-ahead run will score from third as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Yeah, and even though this bounces over the wall, I don't think it would have made any difference one way or the other. I kind of doubt he would have been thinking about going for 3, and the runner was going to score anyway without a problem.
Here's Steve Pearce now. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Orioles get a run on the RBI double. One last shot for the Jays coming up. 5-4 Baltimore. Zach Britton is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Zach Britton.
Kevin Pillar will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Pearce is there, and it's a picture-perfect beginning to the ninth inning for a pitcher. 1 pitch, 1 away.
And with him in there trying to preserve a 1-run lead, the first thing he wants to do, don't let that leadoff hitter get on base to start the inning. That's a nice way to approach things. Now he's just 2 outs away from wrapping this one up.
Dalton Pompey will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And here's the first pitch. Swing and a hard hit ball to second. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Boy, nowhere close with this throw. Here's another look at first base. I mean, not only is this thing over his head, but you see it take off to the right field side of the bag, so it's not even on target. Very sloppy there. Potentially dangerous, too.
Pause, now the pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Ready with another 0-2. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Comes set, now the pitch. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
1 out and a runner on second base. 2-2 pitch on the way. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Some guys live for this situation on the mound. There's a guy in scoring position. You lead by just a run. It's all on you. And then you go out and punch someone out like that? I love it.
All right, let's hold him.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. And right away he chases a fastball. Not the best effort there, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, and you got to be careful that you don't go up there helping them out, especially if you get that feeling that they're trying to work around you.
Comes set, now the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two out here and a runner at second. Now Reyes awaits the 1-1. Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy, get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. A capacity crowd. 48,876 on their feet in Baltimore. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll do it as he puts the squeeze on that one, and with a whimper there, that will be the final out of the ball game.
Yeah, you know that run in the bottom of the 8th turned out to be the difference maker, as they're able to hold on here and get this win in a squeaker.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Orioles win this one 5-4. So long from Baltimore.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles. 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors.